happened on Monday? Oh yes. So Monday I was supposed to do a patron stream, but all of those that I usually do one with were unavailable. 2 will be joining us today, which is fine. So I decided, because I was incredibly bored, I was talking to Laura, and she said, just stream. I was like, okay, fine. So I just started a stream with her, and I dropped the link to a few others that I just dropped it in my Discord server, and people just joined, which was great.
Well, apparently though, even Sargon Senpai liked my idea about the new TV show, The Dukes of Kekistan.
Yes, well, he also liked my tweet when I suggested that girl, if she has no creative juices flowing at the moment, simply turn her channel into a streaming channel for twerking.
Oh, there you go.
Says a lot about what he finds to be entertaining.
You can never go wrong shaking your ass on the internet, especially if you're a woman.
Only if you've got that ass.
Well, apparently Mocha fucking got her ass banned off Twitter. Did you hear about that?
I know that she put a picture up of it, and she told me, and I was like, I don't. That's great, fantastic. But that's going to get you banned.
Well, with the sheer amount of straight up fucking porn on Twitter, that kind of amazed me because it was just her butt with a thong.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
so there was,
I was like, wait, what?
There was an argument I saw on Twitter, discussion, debate. I'll focus on the relevant one. That was Kevin Logan and Sargon. The reason why is because Chrissy got banned off Twitter for a while, and it was because she was being abusive to him, and she got reported for it. Logan, being the virtuous white knight that he is, and perpetual virgin, thinking he might get to touch a bit of Chrissy boob, decided to attack Sargon for it. Leading to Kevin to then point out that Sargon once got banned off Twitter temporarily for spamming gay interracial porn at the alt-right, which Sargon then said, I think it was something on the lines of, what's wrong with showing pictures of people expressing their love for each other?
Well, and that's the funniest part. I've practically at Jack telling him to suck my asshole, and I'm still on Twitter. So maybe people have just got magic I don't know anything about.
I don't think it's that. I think he is. It was very hard to be noticed by that guy. You'd have to be a lot bigger to be noticed. I think. I don't think any of us are. That's not a lot digging.
So wait, I'm doing what the internet's all about and using my anonymity to get away with fucking anything.
You suck at anonymity.
I'm trying to, but apparently I've got too much of it. I've got anonymity power.
Yes, with your face plastered on your profile. So how is everyone?
I think I lost signal there for a second. So I missed what you said.
Plastered on your profile.
Evening.
Oh, that was a nice little echo.
Sorry, that was me.
That's okay.
Hello, people.
Hello.
How you been?
Not too bad, you?
I've had a migraine for half the day. Otherwise fine.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's never good.
It's sod's law though, really, isn't it? Today is my day off, so I thought, I know, I'll finish some videos for next week. Nah. Body's like, fuck off.
That's what happens to a lot of people.
You're gonna rest, goddamn. Yeah, your body's got my voice going, you're gonna rest, goddammit, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Oh no, or you're not gonna like it, I would. Horrible.
Yeah. I just don't know why it does that. I also spent most of the day sweeping a patio because my niece decided her sandpit belonged on the concrete.
My nephew does that.
On the dogs as well. She decided that the dogs kept stealing her toys and breaking them, so actually I think that's a pretty good attack method. Fucking throw the sand at the bastards.
That's child logic, isn't it?
To be honest, it's my kind of logic if I don't have a hammer nearby.
Well, Omegon, don't feel bad. I've been wrestling with myself all day, forcing myself to be nice because I'm threatened by a bunch of fucking school shooters.
Aw.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty sad.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah. So did any of you earlier? I posted a link on Discord. Sorry, go on.
Did you hear me before?
No, did not hear a thing.
Oh,
Now we can hear. Now we can hear you, but you started out low. Now you're about right.
Okay, yeah,
Turn your volume up on the control room so you're fine.
It's done. Did you hear about Chester? Was it
Bennington?
Bennington.
Yeah,
I was just about to say.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah. Also, I was also talking. I was about to mention that I was watching on CNN. They live streamed on their YouTube channel the parole hearing for O.J. Simpson, and it was strange. I mean, I've seen some before that have been sort of like, I don't know, staged well on National Geographic to make in smaller situations, but this one was big. There were like 12,000 people watching at one point, which was pretty like as big as the Onision Blair White debate, which was shit.
Damn,
and I just
damn
sort of
OJ and his white privilege.
Yeah, right. And I watched him. Right, he's done 9 years of 33. He's eligible in I think October for early release, and he started off so awkward and confrontational. It was bad. It was so bad, and he got the unanimous vote anyway. I was very surprised.
I think the whole world's kind of surprised by it.
Well, come on, OJ's got some kind of gift. I don't know what it is, but it's sure as fuck not white privilege.
Well, if he bullshit his way into the Naked Gun movies, he's got something.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Awkward silence.
Yeah. I've got a disease. I think I've got. Since I speak, I kill the conversation.
You're like a pariah.
Exactly.
A pariah, just suck everything out, all the entertainment, all the souls.
Yeah.
Are you ginger by chance?
No, but I think I should be.
I think I have more sense and taste to be with, someone that's ginger.
Well, you can
heard that.
You can tell by his picture he's a bit of a hipster. It looks like he was into VR gaming before it was even a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually my haircut.
That's actually his face as well. I've seen it. That is exactly it.
That is it.
Yeah, bow tie and everything is actually part of his skin.
There you go.
I sound like younger than I am.
Yeah.
Sort of mid-60s.
Oh, I know. On the subject of gingers. Okay, so my 6-week-old niece, my dad came over earlier and he noticed that my niece's very, very dark hair. She was born with like a full head of hair and it was really dark. And he noticed that her roots were going ginger and he couldn't stop laughing. And I was like, oh God, is there any way we can push that back in to stop her from being soulless? He's like, no, but we do something about the impending freckle plague. my older sister, getting triggered as shit. And we're like, you realize that she's going to be, that factor 50 is going to be her best friend, right? Yeah, she's going to be hopping from shadow to shadow just to stay safe.
Yeah, but factor 50 is my best friend.
They're going to have to create a safe space for her that's just in the dark.
Well, you got
to hang out with Cab.
I guess that doesn't make me feel quite so bad about it being so fucking hot out. I felt like I was slogging through knee-deep mud to walk to a pizza joint.
What's hot for you? That's why hot here is about 19.
Well, we go by Fahrenheit, and I'm talking triple-digit temperatures. So.
Cool that.
Oh, that's far too hot.
No.
Okay, so supposedly here room temperature is 21 degrees. I think that is still a bit warm, but I prefer the cold.
Well, if you guys did like a conversion, it's 107 right now Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's too hot.
I
can't function in that kind of heat.
Yeah, the last early this week, so Monday to Wednesday, it had been pretty warm for me, and so I go out in the morning, do my work, come back, and by the evening when I'd finished, gone out again to do other work and come in, fatigue was worse than it had been before. The heat had just absolutely drained me. So today's been really good because the wind's been strong, and there's been a nice cool breeze. It's been quite chill, and that makes up for the fact that it's been hell for the last fuck knows how long.
Yeah, we had a really weird, distant thunderstorm.
Oh yeah. Did you see Did you see the lightning arcs? They're all apparently over the southeast. I was fast
We
asleep for all of it.
We didn't get any. We could hear thunder, but it was so
I didn't
faint.
get any either.
We were both like, "What's that noise?" Because it was like a really low, faint rumble.
Apparently, we had some here as well, and I was like, no, we didn't. We really didn't.
Now the reason for that was you were hearing the Belgian health minister walking to the fridge.
Probably, yeah. It's like our former health minister Eric Pickles, who was wider than he was tall.
Oh God!
That guy was as round as the blueberry kid in Willy Wonka. Fucking
Yeah,
Opal
that
told me to
decision
show this
always
during this stream,
baffled
so I'm
him.
just gonna put this on the screen for a second. Yeah, Opal told me I had to show this. There you go. You're all welcome.
Well, Megan, did you see where Opal said, "Grr, I can be scary," and then Marty had the nerve to say, "Now read that in her voice, and it'll be the funniest thing you've read all day." Yep. I had to stop driving. I was laughing so hard I couldn't fucking breathe.
I've been triggering the living hell out of her on Twitter because I keep telling her I reckon she's a 50-year-old man. I'm getting very triggered about that, which amuses me to no end. I'm such a delicate person. So what else has been going on? Anything good for anyone?
Not really.
Oh, you're not.
I'm going to a festival tomorrow.
Other than the
festival.
Oh, what?
Sorry, you go to a festival up in Cheltenham.
Really?
Yeah, Amplified Festival. Yeah,
sweet.
I'm kind of being used as a lift, but I'm getting a free ticket.
Yeah, but there's no one worth seeing playing.
Well, it's my mates.
Oh no! Apart from Evil Scarecrow.
Yeah, there's a couple of late 2000s, late 90s, mid 2000s bands that never quite made it, and then disappeared and have come back for this one festival, which is it's kind of cool in a way.
There's one band I'd like to see again. That don't really work anymore. Called 100 Reasons. I'd like to see them again. They're pretty good.
Oh, I remember them.
One. Sorry.
Yeah, I vaguely remember them. They're never a band I got into.
They were the first band I saw live. I think it's more like that kind of attachment. I quite enjoy it. Good live show.
I don't know, the first band I saw live was Bucks Fizz.
Okay.
You lost any and all street cred the moment those words left your mouth.
Yeah, but I was about 4.
I'm muting you now.
At this festival, Reef are headlining on Sunday.
Reef. Okay.
Puddle of Mud are tomorrow night. And
Puddle of Mud, I remember them.
Yeah,
they had some big albums.
Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons.
I have heard of them.
That sounds almost like the band. That sounds almost like the band Reverend Buck Naked and the Jaybirds.
I did hear. I went to a festival in Germany, and there was a band called Bag of Sanitary Towels.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a band I want to see live.
No.
Start throwing stuff into the crowd.
I don't remember what they did. I don't think actually it was a part of their performance, but yeah, it's a unique name.
Oh God.
Jeez.
No.
Well, apparently, well, if you guys really want something to get on about, Omegon, I don't know if you would have to show it or not, but somebody took the Kekistani flag and made a Confederate battle flag out of it, the Kekfederate flag.
Oh yeah,
well, the idea I had was, we need a new TV show. The Dukes of Kekistan, Sargon of Akkad and Bering run around in a car called the General Ree, jumping over normies.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I've got a bunch of motherfuckers on Twitter brainstorming about the show.
I think it'd be a great idea. It'd be Netflix, who knows?
Well, and one of the ideas I had was, is anybody... Yeah, I'm tempted to have Wizard of Cause, Nick, dress up in a tuxedo, waiter boots, and a straw hat, and he could be a moonshiner walking around with a brandy snifter full of moonshine, shit like that.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty cool. And he's a pro at drinking.
Yes, he is.
puts me to shame anyway. I introduced my dad to that rum today.
Oh, what?
He'd never heard of it, but unfortunately he couldn't drink it because he took some pills, something. Oh, fuck knows.
Now, what rum is this?
Well, it's Ron Jeremy special juices.
Yeah, I still need to get a bottle of the gin
Jesus.
at some point.
Yeah, your headset.
Sorry?
Sometimes. The gin.
That was quite loud.
Yeah, it was.
What we gonna do? How soon? I know this is quite a weird tangent. How soon after Chester Bennington's death until they start making jokes? Bear in mind, this started instantly when Michael Jackson died.
Oh, it won't be
Oh,
long.
I've already started. I have already started, man. And that's why I've had to be nice and not post it on Twitter, because I know every school shooter in the world's already going to be blowing up, grade school to middle school tomorrow as it is.
I mean, they were an all right band to start off with.
Well, they were the height of that new metal era.
I saw them on the Hybrid Theory tour.
I've seen them a couple of times when they toured the UK. I think I saw them during Thousand Suns tour. Not a fan of that album, but I saw them live. They're okay.
Like Hybrid Theory and Meliora, and that was about it.
Oh, Meteora, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
it.
then the reason they split for a while was wasn't it because of Chester Bennington, pretty much? Because he started fucking about.
Well, he wanted to be an actor, didn't he?
Oh, it's like our British boxer David Hay became world heavyweight champion, wanted to retire at 31 because he wants to be an actor. He's come back at 37 and he's like, oh, well, I've spent all my money. Fuck it, make some money.
Yeah. Well, because Chester Bennington...
Well, I was going to say, even in America, we've had our legendary players decide to do stupid shit like what Michael Jordan tried to go into baseball for a while.
Really?
That's failed. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, my God.
Wasn't he a superhero as well in a movie?
Hang on, wasn't that centered around something to do with Space Jam as well?
Yeah, that was the Disney one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Amazing. Oh,
I think everybody was trying to copy what was his name? Boat, because he was a football and baseball player for a long time.
You cut out when you said the name, so I have no idea who you said.
Oh, Bo Jackson.
Right. Well, the greatest athlete of all time will always be to me, Forrest Gump.
Oh, there you go. Run, Forrest, run!
That bastard can run.
Yeah.
Haile Gebrselassie couldn't keep up with him.
Well, yeah, I'll say, Forrest, run that way.
I like the fact that they portrayed him as running for 3.5 years or some shit. Sorry, but that guy definitely went to bed at some point.
Well, yeah, he would probably sleep, but
Yeah,
he ran coast to coast across the United States, like, what was it, 3 times? That's of at least, that's a distance. Well, I was impressed by that. Just being a truck driver, I know for damn good, well, at least 3,000 miles.
Right, that's a lot of miles.
Yeah.
But it does say in the voiceover that when he was hungry, he ate, and when he was tired, he slept. So he didn't have a tent on him, so I don't know where.
Mm-hmm. Did any of you, just because I feel like changing the subject randomly, notice there's been some more Twitter action, conjured, manufactured drama, kind of, with Teal Deer doing his usual, being a snarky fuck on Minds, and because in response to somebody else pointing out he's a snarky fuck.
Oh, really?
I can't really be fucked to care at this point. There's so many people trying to make, well, like yesterday when we did Tom Sequitur streams, which if that old man can hear me, get your ass back to the internet, man. We miss you.
Where's he been?
Like a year ago, and we haven't heard from him since.
Haven't heard from him since he approached me to record some lines for that second part to Thingies.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did his Tom Sequitur streams for a while, then he turned it over to Modwayne, and it just kind of disappeared. We haven't seen him since.
Oh, maybe he's been busy living life. I don't know.
But anyway, what I was going to say about the stream is we were watching that. What's his ass? That vegan fag. The challenge.
Vegan game.
No, not him.
Ask yourself.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
He's got a challenge out there, and I'm sitting there. We're sitting there watching it, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, if you kick the moral argument out from under their feet, they have nothing. So, really, Count Dankula did a response to him that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he got a response video to that, and so he responded to it, and I had earphones in for that. So when he gets to the end, he listens to the guy talk about something to do with his mum's tampon. He's like, something about liking your points. I just have to say one thing, and he puts on the loudest, most fucking screechy, autistic veganism is gay thing ever, and it fucking blew my eardrums. It was so funny, but simultaneously painful.
Watching him feed that pug a hamburger.
Best thing about that is that the guy he did the response video to has a pinned comment on Dankula's video because he's going to respond to that response of his response to Dankula's response.
Well, I have to admit, the best part of Dankula's video was watching him feed a pug a hamburger.
Yeah, I love it.
That was funny.
That dog just had that freaked out look of, is all this for me?
His dog looked terrified, and the guy that responded to him was like, "Dogs are omnivores." Like, and this is unhealthy. He's like, "Pugs are unhealthy." Shocker. They've evolved. There's some fantastic evolution pictures of pugs because they used to have longer snouts, and now they basically have Michael Jackson's nose.
Well, that's the fault of the Kennel Club.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I mean, when you buy a dog when you purposely buy a dog that looks like it ran face first into a brick wall,
I will say this: pugs. There's some ladies that walk pugs near me, and they are so funny. And if I didn't want a British when I was older, when I would love to have a dog, a British bulldog, preferably. But if I had a pug, I wouldn't be upset because they're so funny. These ones, the ones the lady walks around here, these guys will go up to a staffy and try and start a fight. And I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, my cousin's got a pug, and it's exactly like that. It is insane.
Yeah. My dad has two staffies, and they're both lovely. They love kids especially. Very protective of them. But they're also very willing to take a beating if it's amusing to them.
Yeah.
So when some pugs come up to them and start a fight, they'll just lay down and let them do it because they think it's funny.
Yeah, sounds.
And they think it's funny. They're wagging their tails the entire time, like, "Come on, hit me harder, you cunt! Come on!"
Well, have you guys ever seen that video of the pug talking shit to a cat, and when the cat comes back upstairs, the pug fucking runs to the couch screaming like a bitch?
Yep.
That is one of the best videos ever.
I'm kind of looking forward
that
to
video.
it.
That I will say, Megan, that video is not quite as good as that British African grey parrot that I sent you the other day.
Oh yeah, the one that I saw. That was interesting. that was interesting. I spent an entire when we had to babysit a parrot, very lovely coloured one, green, yellow, red, and all these fancy colours. And I'd feed the parrot by hand because this parrot is a vicious bastard, and so am I. If the bastard bit me, I took him out of the cage and hung him in front of the husky, who started drooling in front of him. I was like, "You bite me again, you little cunt! I will let go." And I spent the remainder of the week trying to teach him how to say, "My owner is a faggot." When the owner came back, he just about managed to say, "My cunt bag owner is a fart-faced faggot." It turns out I had a lot more time than anticipated, and I'm quite patient. They have since rehomed that parrot.
Yeah, I used to look after like an African grey parrot. Oh, it was a vicious bastard. Horrible thing.
Yeah.
My friend had a parrot, and she had, the curtains, and they've got like the wooden rings that hold them up. It used to sit on top of the curtain pole, and it ate through like over a couple of days, every single ring along the top until the curtains just fell off.
Yes.
But
Those are the kind of pets I
it,
can
and
get
it would
on with.
just sit there and go, bad George. They call the parrot George.
That's cool. I like that.
Megan, what were the first words out of that African Grey's mouth that I sent you the video of? Wasn't it "fuck off, you cunt"?
I think it was.
I think I've seen
yeah,
that.
I think it was. Yeah, that was a very polite parrot.
There's that video of parrot singing the Drowning Pool song as well, which is quite cool.
Oh yeah, the cockatoo.
Yeah.
I think I saw that one.
Used to have some of those when I was a kid, and I opened the cage and let them go.
Oh.
I felt that they deserved to be free. We had a canary once, and my 3 sisters and I were like, let's get the canary out. And I was like, yeah. So I held the canary. And this is when I discovered I was somewhat heavy-handed, because the canary looked fine. Put the canary back on the canary's perch. The canary fell to the floor.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be funny, but it is.
Something
You
about
squished
crushing
it
the
with
life.
your big man hands.
Hey, look. At least when that canary died, the canary saw me smiling.
There you go.
Potentially quite evilly.
Imagine that being the last thing you saw.
Yes.
Your
A beautiful,
goalless
stunning
grinning
Adonis
face.
of a man, yes. The Adonis of Cthulhu-Kins, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Pure sex, right here.
There you go. Well, I think the best story I've got is when I scared the hell out of an old woman at church with my pet squirrel.
I got dragged around an entire horse field once by our Springer Spaniel because I was told to hold the extending lead by my dad, who then, in his infinite wisdom, decided to throw the ball with me still holding it. That fucking dog. My neck jerked back. My head, I swear, touched my back. I swear my neck almost broke. And there I'm going through a cornfield, which was right behind our house, screaming, "Fuck you!"
Oh, I'd have paid money to see that.
Oh, I was in so much pain. I had so many cuts from the corn, and the reason my dad did it was because he hated the farmer.
Why am I imagining that scene from The Rocketeer when Megan's talking about that, when he first started fucking with the rocket pack and he goes through that cornfield and you just see the corn just flying up in the air as he goes along.
This was like the mid-90s, so we didn't have cameras back then. But then skip ahead 10 years to me getting horrifically pissed and ordering pizzas and trying to sleep on them. We got videos of that.
I need to see these videos. I want these videos.
One day, bro. One day. Honestly, it's the funniest shit ever, because I swear I tried to put my quilt over the top of myself. I was like, yeah, I need to be warmer while I'm sweating. I'm sweating whiskey from my pores.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was hilarious.
So it wasn't funny the next year. When I turned 22, again, I didn't want to celebrate my birthday. But my new housemates were like, nah, we'll do this. So they invite some of my mates over and invite one of their friends over. And the friend decides, I know what we'll do. We're going to give you your birthday beats, 22 punches. I'm like, okay, when's the first one? And she cracks me right in the nuts.
Ouch.
Oh, that's just mean.
That's not one. That's at least 50. Fuck. I was really
hit guys in the nuts. It's bad for them.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Too many times.
I told you about that time before when I tried to jump a bollard and I missed. Judged it.
Those concrete ones. The concrete half. Yeah, I've seen people do it on those as well, or they stood on it and then slipped.
Yeah.
Which I think is funny because they chose to be up there. It's like skateboarders. I used to skateboard a lot, and I never racked myself. I came close on a half pipe once when the deck slipped from underneath me. But I seen a few people do it on bars, and oh my god, it's so funny. It's like that. Before then, you could have kids. Now you can barely walk. You'll be lucky to get an erection ever again.
Seeing other people suffer is amusing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you watch half of these people rack themselves in the cods like that, and you're thinking, okay, if you do ever manage to have kids, your grandchildren are going to be walking funny.
But it's not the most painful dick story I know. I have told the most painful one before with the guy when he was 5, put a cordless drill to his dick, turned it into a turkey Twizzler.
Nice.
16 years later, 21 years old, he has 5 kids.
I don't know if it's true or it was just an urban legend, but I heard about that guy who put his balls in a golf ball cleaner, and he twisted it and ripped both his nuts off.
Why would you do that though?
Because guys just think it'd be funny. Hey, I put my balls in here and then crunch. That's it. And
it's so hot. It sounds like pain, but at the same time, it's so funny. Sorry.
Mind you, if you're stupid enough to do something like that, you kind of deserve whatever happens.
If you're stupid enough to do that, why not just go the whole hog and stick your testicles in a mincer and try and serve them to somebody as a burger? Have my special sauce cum-filled burger.
Oh God!
I remember my friend telling us about this school friend that they used to have like heavy iron gates on the school grounds, and they used to climb up on the top and like swing on the tops of the gates. Like one lad was on the top, but he was sitting right on the edge, and the gate swung shut. He now only has one testicle. Yeah.
Good Lord. Ain't nothing allowed. I would say there's nothing to look at out here, wouldn't you?
Oh, look, you're in bumblefuck nowhere.
Well, this is the great and wonderful land of California.
Oh.
Exactly. I see commies everywhere, see? All those weeds.
They're hiding behind the weeds.
Yeah, because they're pussy.
Yeah, probably.
And to appease vexed midget, moist. There you go, you're happy. Fuck off now. Oh yeah, stop presenting you because you were showing us shit. Fucking commies. How was your fajitas then, Laura?
Oh, they were tasty. Very tasty.
Fajitas usually are.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime she's like, "Do you want to come for tea?" I'm like, "Yes."
I would argue that enchiladas are better, but whatever.
Well, people used to ask me why I always made my fajitas with chicken and steak, and my answer was because fuck you. That's why.
Because meat.
Because I can.
I saw a great. I love those. Like anytime you want to piss off vegan, if you go on camera, there's these fantastic ones with the chemical symbol on. It has capital BN and underneath bacon. Like that. That makes me happy. Oh, and I just cheated. I had Chinese pork because I'm lazy.
Yeah. Oh. All I had was pizza.
I had so I had an aunt stay here 2 nights ago because she was dealing with some insurance claim for my sister and my nephew. She being nearer to London was expecting. She ordered takeout when I got back from work. She expected the 19-inch meat feast barbecue based pizza and all the other stuff that she ordered to be over £100 or something. It came to like 30 quid, and she's like, "I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this 90 quid now." I'm like, "Give it to me, bitch. Give it to me. I'll take it. Don't worry, I'll look after it. You're going to a safe place in my wallet."
That's why
No, she didn't give it to me.
Because we're on the outskirts of London, and it's like you hear people order takeaway 2 or 3 times a week, and I just don't get how they afford it.
Yeah, here, that pizza cost like £14, but where my aunt lives, the same pizza would cost about 30.
I can easily believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, you need to move here, and it's like, well, she will when one of her last children has finished school or left or fucked off somewhere. I don't know. No, that's cool. But I literally only wanted pizza, so I didn't give a fuck. So I just went in, took like 5 slices, and then pissed off. I'm done with you now.
You guys forget the fact that I live on takeout practically every day of my life.
Yeah, I can't do takeout every day. I can't do it.
I kind of have to. It's either that or I have to try to find some place to park to go grocery shopping. Which,
If I do that, I would have to get a bigger Cookie Monster onesie,
yeah,
and
probably.
I'm not willing. I'm not upgrading from whatever it is I've got now.
Oh,
Why
well,
would you need a bigger one? Okay, fair enough.
back in the early days of truck driving, I actually had a truck that actually had electrical outlets in it. Like it had built-in inverters. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do? I know, I'll get a toaster oven. So I would like bake small, pizzas, like store-bought pizzas and things in it. One night I got the bright idea because somehow I wound up with a box of brownie mix. So I said, well, fuck it. I'll go to Walmart and get a little thing of milk and some walnuts and bake brownies. So, this is before I went to bed, and I'm sitting there. A friend of mine calls me. He was already a big dude to start with. He said, hey, man, what are you up to? I said, I'm baking brownies. He said, wait, what? I said, I'm baking brownies. He said, how? And I told him about the toaster oven and the small cooking pan, and he's like, no, dude, I couldn't do that. I said, why not? It's easy. He said, no, you don't understand. If I did that, I'd be a fat, happy brownie baking motherfucker.
But cooking's therapeutic.
No, cooking.
I do enjoy it, but I don't. Well, I love to cook, but I don't get to do it very often because truck.
See, because my youngest sister, who I live with, she can't cook, nor can her boyfriend. I am the designated cook, and so I instead use the boyfriend as my guinea pig. I even call through to get him to taste whatever I've cooked as the guinea pig.
Oh, well, now, see, now you need your own cooking show called Chef Moist.
Chef Moist, yes. I'll need an assistant, and as luck would have it, there is someone who lives very close to me now in the stream.
Pretty cool.
Who, at some point, I'm going to have to terrorize to being my assistant. I can't hear a single word she said.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to be your assistant.
I'm just going to mute her because she's not worth my time yet. She's boring. There we go. Tell more stories.
About what?
Oh, I once did something, Stu. Okay, so I remember. I think I mentioned this before. When I went to Norwich to see my mate, my older uni buddy, frat brother, as it were. We went to what was formerly a pub, had been changed to a Mexican restaurant, and I'd had enchiladas there. They weren't the same as the ones, when you make them with the packs. Because I normally, I usually make them into chicken strips inside, rather than whatever. It was like the authentic version was more like chicken soup in a wrap, which was weird to me. Wasn't hot enough, I kind of wanted it more. I needed more heat. But they also sold bright pink sombreros, which was very important because I really needed a bright pink sombrero.
Oh dear.
Well, who doesn't need a bright pink sombrero?
But everyone needs one, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, of course. Magnus knows this story, oddly enough, because my university, where I was staying with my friend, had banned sombreros from campus for being cultural appropriation. The restaurant had been handing out sombreros. They've been handing out sombreros to students, freshers, especially to drum up business. Interestingly, 10 years prior, a restaurant had opened and they were handing out similar hats, but they were of the Hawaiian variety. To encourage more people to go to a pizzeria to eat Hawaiian pizza, which I took the hat and then I summarily stuck my finger in the pizza person's face when I said, Hawaiian pizza is heresy, but I'll take your fucking hat.
Oh, there you go.
But I got my bright pink sombrero. I put on my Cthulhu headgear and stuff because I remember telling Fiffin and Griffix I was going to do this. And Mim as well, I believe. And I went around my campus with this bright pink sombrero on, and my student, even though I wasn't a student anymore, with my student badge on a lanyard, just dangling off my chest to see if I could trigger anyone. That was the most fun I've ever had in years. There were a couple of people who approached, but they said nothing because I'm quite tall, so... chicken shits.
Well, see, if you look like you could dole out an ass whooping, they'll leave you alone, usually.
Well, I'm not exactly built to fall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were a boxer.
There's also the added like, oh, we can't see who he is. All these tentacles on his face, and the weird the deal with the glasses. That's just edgy. Are you there now?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I mean the midget.
I'm here.
Hello.
Why? Hello.
Hello.
I feel slightly hated by the way that I come in. Like, is it there? Is it there? Damnation.
But now you're here, we're just going to terrorize you for a bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you're only a midget and you can't fight back.
Oh, no, trust me, I'm the violent one. I have a friend who is like the happiest giant in the world, but the first time I met him, I punched him in the stomach. So that's my way of saying, hey.
You've got really
I
good
just put my
interpersonal
hand
skills.
on your forehead and you wouldn't be able to reach us. It would be comical, and I would laugh.
I'd have to bend down to put my hand on her forehead.
That's going to be interesting when I actually finally see you for once. I'm just going to look up at you like, why?
Oh.
Oh, you're so vertically challenged. Oh.
I'm very tiny.
You did
Very
say.
tiny.
It's probably why I've never seen you round town, to be honest. Because I'm up in the clouds, like on the first floor. And I'm looking around at all the first floor windows, and I'm like, I can't see anyone up here.
The only thing I generally do around in town is go and then go out as soon as I can. Like I'm like a mouse, I guess.
I love that you decided to randomly message me the other day. I'm at the Chippy. I live near that Chippy. I live near it, but I was nowhere near it at the time.
It's scary that like you said where you were, because I was like, yeah, no, that's incredibly close. I feel like I'm homing in on something here.
You're really not.
God damn.
If you start seeing the bushes outside your house rustling suspiciously, just close your curtains.
It's bad because I know the exact road that he lives. So if I walked across there, I'd be like, oh my god, where are you?
You could probably shout that, and I would honestly not hear a single word.
I'm not
Probably.
surprised.
Because it's not that I have shitty hearing. It's just I just don't want to hear you.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, there's that too.
Unless you've gone to the Chippy first and you're bringing me a cheeseburger, I'm not interested.
Do they actually sell cheeseburgers?
I don't know. I hope they do. But I only went there last week to get fish and chips. And the
They
fish
don't
there was
sell them.
really good.
You have to make them one.
If I have to
I could
bitch
just go
about
there.
one thing, if I have to bitch about one thing today, it's the fact that can they not make a strawberry milk that's not the low-fat version?
I don't know. I know that when my dad came over earlier, he brought a strawberry milkshake over that was not cold enough to give me a brain freeze, and I felt like that was a fail.
Is that from
Yeah,
Starbucks?
that is true.
What?
Where did he get it from?
I think he got it from the drive-through Dover McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's not Dover. That's the other one. Dover, you don't have drive.
Oh, Whitfield. Is that it?
Yeah, Whitfield.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry,
I
I
just
meant.
got one from there.
Oh, you're lazy.
Well, no, I got Coke, and my dad went to the Tesco there, so I was like, Dad, can you give me a Coke, please? I was like, sure, why not? So I got a Coke.
Have you ever heard of walking?
No, I'm good.
I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm not walking 10 miles where I have to go get a Coke.
I
know,
used
it's a
to,
little
when I was at
far.
uni, I used to walk from campus all the way into the city, which was a good hour-long walk, just to get a smoothie and then walk back.
That is some dedication.
It wasn't just that. I'm not thrifty, but I thought I'm not spending money on a bus because my feet still work.
Yeah,
Well,
no, the only time I
Cal-
do that if I went
Unless
to
you-
meet.
I have to mention, Californians are so fucking cute. They think I want to buy a bag, which is a gratuity anywhere else.
Oh, we have to buy bags here.
Yeah.
I love that. When we had this, everyone else at my house, they'd have all these bus passes, and I'd walk. The only time I ever got the bus was when I was incredibly drunk, and the only time I was ever incredibly drunk was when I was with them. Like, for example, waking up once to find myself not only covered in bollards, but there'd be a bollard cordon zone around me at the back of the bus upstairs, and me to be sat in me to wake up in the fucking bus depot.
I have no idea.
To wake up.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds funny.
But also to wake up with everyone else's bottles, all their used drinks, around me. I had to clean that shit up.
Yeah.
Do you ever play Drunken Buckaroo?
What, jump on someone else's back?
No, it's always like the first person to fall asleep, you start stacking the stuff on them.
Oh, yeah.
I have to wait until he moves, knocks everything off.
I got hit with gaffer tape once and woke up with 2 big bottles on my hands. I got them back by putting 2 monstrous dildos in their hands. I also superglued one with a suction cup to someone's forehead.
Oh dear.
I also superglued a Darth Maul molded mask to someone's head. After putting it on their head to make sure they were bald, she did not like that.
The gaffer taped my friend to the settee once. So he was always, as soon as he went for food, you'd know he was going to sleep. Because he could drink, but as soon as he started munching on food, he'd be asleep with half a sandwich in his mouth. And sure enough, he fell asleep on the settee with half a sandwich in his mouth. So they just taped him to the settee. The only thing free was like his hand and his head. That was it.
My housemates, because they were drunk, they thought, we'll get him. We'll put cling film on his toilet so he won't be able to pee or be funny. But they were so pissed that they thought my door frame was the toilet, so they cling filmed the entire door frame. I walked straight, but I wasn't in the room, so I kind of just walked straight into it from the outside, which is just fucking weird because I bounced off it. So I decided to stick little cherry bombs in their toilets and have a little spark that only went off when they lifted the toilet seat up. Yes, that was delicious.
I've always wanted to try that one where you put cling film, like you lift like the seat up and you cling film the top of the toilet, but you got to make it look like completely see-through.
That's what they wanted to do to me, but they were too drunk, so they thought my door frame was the toilet.
Oh, you guys did hear about the pranks gone wrong in the United States where people were getting super glued to Walmart toilets, right?
Oh.
That's not prank gone wrong. That's called punishment. I know my housemates. They also tried to do it with newspaper, where they basically just covered every inch of my room with newspapers. But it didn't quite work because I was really, really drunk. So I started reading the newspapers. And also, they thought that I wouldn't be interested in looking at a pair of tits on my pillow. They were wrong. That was very interesting and educational. They seem to fit quite well there. Just saying.
Well, yeah. I think boobs were kind of designed for that.
Designed for what? I got distracted.
Well, for you to stick your face in between them and be comfortable.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Unless they're of a newspaper, in which case it's actually rather uncomfortable. And these boobs tend to tear, which I don't think they're supposed to.
Yeah, no, anatomically I would say not.
Sorry, do you have a page 3 quotes model? I did that too.
Is that still a thing?
I think it is, but probably less. I know that people were protesting it back then. Like, oh, we got to get rid of this. It's demeaning to women. I don't care. They choose to do it.
Apparently, from my own personal studies, apparently the only people who don't like page 3 girls are fugly chicks and homos.
Sounds about right.
They're just jealous.
Like probably even half the gay people I know don't mind the page 3 either.
The thing is, everyone can appreciate decent boobs.
Yeah.
Laura's wondering this.
I'm more of an ass
do I like?
It's like I appreciate a nice ass. Boobs, meh.
Laura's an ass girl.
Yeah.
Good to
I'm
know.
more of a total package kind of person, but yeah.
He's a selfish man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants it all.
Terrible. Terrible.
Well, okay, just because I'm the kind of guy that likes to stick my face between boobs and while I'm slapping her on the ass, you know, that is kind of a thing, you know.
That right there is why everyone needs feminism. Okay, no privilege being.
Oh my god.
There's somebody had posted on an old video on one of the Discord servers of some Japanese lass just rubbing her boobs like from side to side really quickly in some dude's face, and he was wearing a bra on his head. I'm not sure what that was all about, but whoa! He is.
What?
I fixed the problem.
Okay, my eardrums are now bleeding.
Do you
Yeah,
win?
no,
Ah,
sorry about that. For some reason, my Bluetooth headset decided it didn't want to be hooked to the show anymore.
okay.
That's okay.
Sound like it stepped into a wind tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have enchiladas.
That's because
Enchiladas
to
are
keep the
amazing.
phone. That's because to keep the phone cool while I'm in a hang out RJC.
You turned into a robot,
Yep.
then, Magnus.
I got
Uh-oh.
none of that.
Is that
Tell me
any
more about these
better?
enchiladas.
Yeah.
I need more enchiladas.
I
Give me all the
like-
enchiladas.
I like the quesadillas. Tried that.
Quesadillas are a bit too cheesy for me.
Ah, what?
Yeah, I
How
like
is it too
nothing is-
cheesy? It doesn't exist. What's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
that's what I was going to say. Nothing is ever too cheesy.
Don't say that, because now I feel like I could just start riffing cheesy jokes to make you all cringe like the fuck out of each other.
Oh no.
Do it!
Go
Do
on,
it! Do
I
it!
dare ya. Double dare ya.
Do it! Do it! Do it!
I don't know what it is. I think like personally, cheese gives me migraines, so I can only tolerate a certain amount.
Oh.
Maybe that's the reason why I'm not so big on it. But I do think quesadillas are rather nice.
Is that like
Just
your
not as
kryptonite?
good as enchiladas.
Cthulhu's kryptonite.
No. Well, if you're gonna go with kryptonite, you're gonna go with like allergies. It's not an allergy.
I'm gonna make a cheese sword. Cheese tipped arrows, right?
If you get a cheese sword, I'm gonna send 5 dogs onto you. That sword is fucked.
Yeah, but you've already said that those 5 dogs would probably just lick us to death, so that's not really a scary
Okay,
proposition.
so the
Dude,
cheese
they're not. Those fuckers will take it.
the cheese arrows makes me think that okay, so is that gonna be the Green Arrow's new sidekick Decoy?
Probably. On the subject of cheese, and this has been going on for years, and it pisses me off. The local butchers in my town, they have a delicate deli counter, and on the side they also have cheese, and one of them is called Red Leicester, but they spelled Leicester, Leicester.
Oh.
They've done the I before E, and it pisses me off so fucking much. And to this day, they've still never changed it. No, I tell them every fucking time I'm in there, please change it. It's very problematic.
Does this mean I know where to go now if I want to hear someone raging? Is just to go down to that area and go, oh right, I found them now.
It's honestly,
Okay,
if you look
Omegon,
at the
do you-
cheese processing.
Omegon, do you think that maybe they do that to piss off their OCD customers?
No, I think they just do it because they're retards. Like, okay, so for example, they win awards a lot for the other counter because of the meats, and they won one last year for best sausage in England, and it was just they called it Old Grandpa's Recipe, and I was like, fucking, that sounds like a paedophile joke. And it was the boring sausage I'd ever tasted in my life, and I was like, dude, your granddad was boring as fuck, and you got rewarded for this shit. Jesus Christ. But yeah, they win awards for sausages and granddad's meat. Hey, if granddad was like if he really wanted to push the envelope, he could have easily stuck his dick in a mincer.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you know,
That's
when you get to granddad's age, it kind of drags on the carpet. So.
Well, he has to trim it. You know. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So when are you streaming next, Laura? When are you going to show us how shit a pirate you are?
Probably not till Saturday. And I'm going to be streaming a little bit of the
Can't do this
Destiny
week, have
2 beta first.
You haven't done any this week, have
'cause
you?
Things just kept happening. Yeah. And I wasn't in a very good mood this week either, really, to be fair. So.
Well, perhaps stop masturbating and play video games instead.
Yeah, well, or do both.
Whilst playing video games. That's a little bit tricky. I need an extra hand.
Well,
I would mail you mine, but I drive a manual transmission. So.
Yeah.
that sounds like since we Brits mock Americans for having automatic cars, that does seem like an odd thing to say. You have.
Oh my God, dude! You don't know. It pisses me off so bad. They're turning all the trucks automatic.
No,
Gay.
it's in the water.
Exactly. It's like, no, you don't turn a fucking truck automatic, you asswipes.
That's just isn't that like restricting actual driving?
Mm-hmm.
I don't drive, but even I kind of get that automatics are shit.
They are. They really are.
That sucks to be you, I'm afraid. I can't just trying to introduce driverless trucks. That will still require a technician to park it.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, yeah. That would just make my job easier. I could play video games while the truck drives itself and then actually drive when it gets there.
The interior for one of the proposed ones did look kind of fancy. It just sort of looked like a shuttle pod.
Yeah.
2 individual armchairs, and that's about it. And a tablet that you can play on, and that's all right.
Well, and they're being built by Peterbilt, and I forget who all else is working on it.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. Kenworth being left out, are they?
I don't know. They'll probably be on it here soon enough.
Well, if it's gonna make it a bit competitive, why not?
Well, speaking of playing video games while I drive, that's why I keep pushing everybody to watch Low Spec Gamer.
I thought you were going to say
God.
that's why I keep crashing.
Well, no, I mean, I keep pushing this guy because it's like his advice has been so useful for me because I don't have a low spec laptop, but all the shit he's told me has made mine run almost like a fucking PlayStation 3. Yeah, I remember how smooth they used to be. Used to be, past tense. And everybody,
yeah, when I get round to it, I will actually bother maybe trying something out. I don't really want to risk anything because, well, as I said, the laptop's dying. The E button no longer wants to work properly. It's got an intermittent issue where it randomly decides it wants to work again, which is irritating. One of the major passwords I use on this computer involves the letter E, and it keeps on telling me I've typed in the wrong password because of that.
Well, hold up. That's not the one I sent you, is it?
No. This is my one.
Oh. Well, at least you got a backup.
Not entirely true. I gave it to my sister. Well, I said gave. He stole it, and yeah, she can just keep using it. Not going to fight her. She's a walking stick still.
Well, no, I figured if it helps you make your videos, that those videos I sent you should be helpful at the very least. Because it's nothing that's going to screw up your computer. I know that.
I'd rather wait just a little longer before I try anything. I don't want to, just in case, because I don't have a backup, and well, I quite enjoy using this for streams and making videos and stuff. And harassing people on Twitter in overly sexually suggestive ways. Oh, and tormenting Laura when she's streaming because it's funny. Hashtag nut in Laura.
No, that is not a thing.
I don't know. When I did it once and it happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm back.
Now when people just turn up randomly and say it, and I'm like, no, just no.
It's like it took a while for Misa to get on board with the whole matriarchal moist Miss Misa, because at the end of one of my videos when I found out that she'd done a top 10 sexiest, I think she said anti-STWs or something, voices, and I was third, I think, behind Irate Bear and Undoomed. No, I got Undoomed.
No, it was Tailed and Undoomed.
Tailed and Undoomed. No. Irate Bear was ahead of me, so I must have been fourth.
Yeah, fourth.
Right, so I don't get how I was behind Irate Bear.
No, me neither. I don't get that. I also don't get the Undoomed thing either.
I do understand why a lot of people like his voice.
No,
I don't. Too gravelly for me.
I don't
It's
get
too
it either.
gravelly. Yeah, it's too gravelly.
His
Like
natural speaking
Tailed.
voice is not soft.
Fair enough.
Hang on, you're just saying that because you're a northerner.
He's got a sexy voice.
I kind of subjective, and I kind of when I found out that Lisa had done this, I took out the piece where she talks about my voice and how it quotes does things to her, and then I interjected and said go to her channel and spam it with moist, and they did. Lots of people spammed me. But she didn't know why she had all these comments, and she saw them all. And then on Twitter, it's like, "What the fuck have you done?" And I just simply write back, "My work here is done." I quite enjoyed that, and she's now. It took her a while to get used to that, but she's owned it now. You know.
I think that's the best thing to do, though. It's
Like
just
Irate Bear with them. I asked him to
embrace
see
it.
I have downs, and he owns it. To the point where people have asked him to put it on T-shirts. It is very funny. He did. I think he updated the I have downs in a video where he did a video and he was talking about certain things about himself in videos, and I swear there was a perfect moment where he could have just said I have downs, and he didn't say it. And he asked me to review a video of his, and I was like, you need to have done that. The video would have been so much funnier, even though it was already quite funny. I keep wanting to insert that I have downs in everything. I might, as soon as Christina's finished with the Avatar stuff, I might just start collecting random little meme things I've got stored away. Like any over-the-top Copper Cab reaction I've got saved because they're funny. And a few Irate Bear ones. And a few others from other content creators where they've just said that or done something that spurred out at the right time. Because they're fantastic little memes.
I ended up in a stream with Copper Cab because Roy's a cunt.
Every time I ever heard it was because a llama went into like one of Joy's streams and then Copper Cab just like popped off on fucking llama.
Oh.
He was just screaming at him, just saying, "You don't know me, I don't know you," and it's like, okay.
I've been on a stream with Copper Cab about a year ago, and it was off air. When we went off air, sorry, he just started talking normally. He was out of character, just talking, eating tacos, and dancing, which was hilarious with him jiggling everything. He was just doing it and laughing. He was just being himself, and that was quite funny. So on the subject of streaming, did anyone? I watched it because I apparently have quite a high threshold for torture. Did anyone watch the stream between Blair White and Onision?
No, I don't
heard
have
about
those
it.
levels of torture. No.
She put
I watched
on.
it. It was hilarious.
It was talking over each other. She muted him several times. It was so funny.
I thought it was great though because she put him in his place. She literally treated him like a child. Like, you're gonna get muted.
Get it.
Like,
Thing
brilliant.
She invited him to the stream at least 10 minutes before they started, and she put on Instagram a picture of the awkward silence between them 9 minutes before they meant to go on air. Like, why don't you just invite him a couple minutes beforehand?
Back in a
Just
second.
email the ground rules and move on. The only thing I keep on top of that stream wasn't their discussion. It was just about I could just about see all the super chat. It was insane, the amount of donations. And I'm like, okay, Gazi Kodzo wanted all of that. How much did Onision want? Because there was a lot. Not kidding. There was a lot.
Speaking of pain,
$25
I feel
donation every 20 seconds.
you guys are talking about painful streams. I almost feel obligated to mention that I got to get ready for Hell's Theater tomorrow night.
Fun.
Oh, have you watched those?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, Ren and Igor do those, and it's like MST3K with shitlords.
Oh, cool. If you link it to me when it happens, I might be able to watch it if I'm not asleep.
Well, you'll probably have to watch it after the fact because I think it's like 8 o'clock tomorrow night Central Time, USA.
Right.
What's this? What did I miss?
We were talking about gay orgies, and then Omegon got moist, and we started talking about sex libs. You just missed the whole thing.
God damn it.
I know,
miss
right?
all the fun.
Yeah. I think Magnus was talking about a stream he's going on tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
can't
kind of
remember
fun,
the
but it's
stream
also extremely painful, but it's still kind of fun after the fact. So it's kind of like BDSM.
I'm going to try. I want to try and catch up on the work I would have ordinarily finished by now, which is annoying because it means tomorrow I'm going to have to do lots of extra reading into India's gender bias laws.
Sounds fun.
It isn't. It really isn't. Their laws that when they put them into PDF form, usually it's written on Word and just converted to PDF. Or something. No, this is a photocopy and converted to PDF. But they've done it so wonky that it angles from right to left across each page, meaning I miss out on some details, and it pisses me off so much.
Aren't there any other copies floating around?
This is the one off the official government website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really is, and it annoys me so much.
That article that I don't know if you read it that I sent you about the caste system thing in England.
Yeah.
Where they want to get rid of it, but they're under pressure not to get rid of the caste system within England because with the whole Brexit thing, they need ties with India, and so they'll just let discrimination stand because money. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
there's a fair amount of discrimination in India. It's ridiculous. I've been going through all these articles when I didn't have a migraine today of people claiming that India's laws favor men over women, but doing all this, and there are like 9 to 10 main points they make. So I've gone through and found evidence that contradicts each and every one of them, and it's ridiculous that they're trying to sort of pass it off as if it's a patriarchy, but the laws are quite clearly not. The reputation is of it being more of a matriarchy is sort of almost true, to be honest. It's pretty gay.
Well, I mean,
sounds like it.
A lot of the gods are female in that, so.
I was also doing I had finished up editing a thing on Emma Stolkowitz of all people.
Oh God!
I don't know who that is.
I know. I finally finished. I'll be honest. This would kind of, unless she is prosecuted, this what's happened recently has concluded her little shitstorm. It's quite interesting though. Going through so many articles and so many videos that I could find. I found a video of her actual graduation where she carries that mattress on stage, and part of me is like, I wonder where the 3 people helping her are now carrying that mattress. I wonder if those 3 people feel any shame at all for what they did, for being a part of this.
Probably not.
No, I doubt it too. Wouldn't surprise me.
Is that the mattress girl? Like I missed out.
Yep,
on
that's
Yeah,
her.
mattress girl. She was one of the very first people I made a kind of proper video on. and so I kind of keep tabs. And she's kind of gone on. She went on to do that porno, which was terrible. I mean, I remember one Jordan Owen, I think it was. He did a response video to that, but not really response. He was commentary review of her porno. That was more reenactment of her fake rape. And the one thing he held on to was the fact that when she was giving him a blowjob, she didn't cup them balls, and I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. In his very serious voice, it's hilarious. And then she went on and did some other performance art pieces and being oppressed and tied up in BDSM shit. It was just, I don't get it. It must have been interpretive oppression or something.
I don't think anybody that's half normal would get it. That's just me personally.
Mm-hmm.
There are some weird people in the world.
Like mini milk.
Mini milk.
Well, that's part of the that's part of the reason though why I put that fucking tweet on Twitter about 2 or 3 days ago that says that the reason I love Twitter is it reminds me that I'm nowhere near as fucked up as I think I am.
Yeah.
Give it time. You will be.
Yeah. And there's some fucking dumb people out there as well. Like, just, so dumb. And they broadcast it on Facebook exactly how dumb they are. And you're just like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, that lasted kicked off when she was like, I've just found out that China's 11 hours ahead of America, like, in time. And it's just kicking off because they didn't warn them about 9/11. And I was just like, whew. Why?
Well, they don't understand that time zones doesn't mean time travel.
Yeah, this girl thought that's exactly what it meant. She was going off China.
I mean, about the only entertaining time travel story I've got is the time that I ate a burrito at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then stopped and recycled said burrito at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh. Apparently that's why Doctor Who's banned in China, because anything to do with time travel apparently is banned in China.
I'm still okay, so Laura and I did a stream on Sunday or Monday talking about Doctor Who, and something I saw floating around Twitter a lot, and I haven't seen. I've been on the Whovian forums. There are always debates with new doctors. There always are, regardless of any kind of gender. It's all about the actor's experience mostly. There haven't been many complaints about the idea of a female doctor. There have been some that have said if they were that desperate for a female Time Lord, they could have just created a separate show rather than jumping on piggybacking off this, which I get. But there have already been a lot of tweets from the more delicate types who have said it's fine. It's good the BBC are leading the way with female lead roles in science fiction.
That sounds like what my Facebook was like as soon as it was announced.
Well, yeah, and it's quite embarrassing, really. And so I remember I saw something tweeted out. Here we go. I'll save the picture and I'll.
I have to admit that them doing what they're doing made me so happy, because now it means that Doctor Who give a fuck is going to get shit canned, and I won't have to fuck her.
You're roboting like a motherfucker, so I'm just going to do this instead.
Him. He's talking shit anyway.
The lack of women in lead role is embarrassing. Doctor Smith is step in the right direction. Oh, fuck, you've been talking about. Come on. Sigourney Weaver led the fucking charge, you cunts.
That's always my argument, is what about Sigourney Weaver?
I would argue, though, in all of this, that almost died after 2 films because the second and third sucked, although 2 technically. Let's not talk about the most recent. No. This was a rehash of the first film, and Supergirl isn't great, to be honest, and it is a very feminist show. It's not very good. Superman saved the second series. So, yes.
I couldn't bring myself to watch Supergirl.
Sorry? What is it? I like the most recent movie from the Celine woman. I forgot what it's called. Underworld.
Underworld, and I think it's
Yeah.
Bloodlines.
I don't think I've seen the newest
Yeah, I
one.
liked it.
I watched it, and I think for me
It wasn't amazing.
yeah, I think the one before wasn't that great.
No, it kind of went off.
Blood Wars.
Is
the
it
fourth one?
Kate Beckinsale, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, she's totally badass in that. It's
She
like,
looks
She's
great.
gorgeous.
Hot.
Yeah.
She's
She
hot.
looks gorgeous in every single way.
I'll be honest. As
But
far
I think-
as vampires go, that's the one I'd like to bite me.
yeah.
Well, that's because it's
Definitely.
loosely based on a role-play game, isn't it? Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a weird
Jesus,
clip
that's
from that once on Twitter, and I didn't quite get what they were aiming at. It was weird. I didn't respond.
Fair enough.
I feel like maybe a bit too many loopholes and too many like random reasons of why she got the power that she did. I feel like there wasn't much plot to it, but it was okay.
Kind of lost interest after Rise of the Lycans.
Yeah, that wasn't was that the third film, which is a prequel? Yes.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, that was a bit. They didn't.
Something like that.
Yeah, they didn't need to do that. The Resurrect the Awakening thing, I just thought it was lame. It was just lame.
I probably only watch it for generally her and like some of the other women that play in it. Like the newest one, like the white-haired girl that plays a role. She's gorgeous.
I just think that when people keep saying this whole crap about women leading roles in science fiction, I'm like, shut. And already the BBC are having to pander because usually when a new Doctor is announced, they earn for the first series they'll earn a lower salary than what they will earn for their remaining time. Like Matt Smith and David Tennant would earn $250 for the first series, and then up to $1 million for the second, and so on. Capaldi averaged about $250,000 for each series, and because this new Doctor's coming in, they're immediately going to pay her that what he was earning in his final season, series, because of the release of over 100 BBC employees' salaries.
Yeah, I was going to say it's because the shit's hit the fan, isn't it?
Yeah,
With all the
and it's like,
BBC salaries.
That's actual pandering. You don't do that. Then again, unlike the salaries of people moaning about like only a third of women are on this top 100 or stuff about people not earning the same for doing the same job, and I have to keep pointing out to people on Facebook, the reason they don't earn the same is because they negotiated their bloody contracts. If the contracts were non-negotiable, then it's fine. But they were negotiated. It's the person's fault, not anyone else's, that they didn't negotiate harder.
Exactly.
That's my argument.
It's bitching for the sake of bitching, personally.
And
Yeah,
then people like say that that's sexist, and I'm like, why is that sexist? Because are you trying to say that a woman is not capable of doing that? That's what pisses me off about feminists. They're just not fucking weak. Just fuck off.
You're a bone. Shit.
Oh,
I
God,
love it when you get angry. I just need popcorn. I need that mini milk guy to come back so you can just lay into him.
I swear I should have taken a picture of what I did down the interstate. Oh my God, it was funny. Oh God.
Never mind.
What?
Take a picture next time then.
Well, no, I swear to God, Californians are so fucking retarded. I'm driving down the interstate and there's a billboard that shows a picture of an eggplant and then it says pics, and you know exactly what they're talking about.
They're trying to pander to teenagers on the road.
No, I guess too many people in California get. I don't know. I didn't know this was a thing.
They've decided that they can't read anymore, therefore they need picture on certain billboards.
Oh yeah, they need an emoji or they can't read it.
What is this, Will?
Oh my fucking God. California, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The emoji thing, that gets me pissed off as well. Like, I could rant for at least half an hour on the whole fucking emoji situation.
I could listen to you all day, Raven. It makes me so happy.
It's like when they're like, there aren't enough emojis that represent women. I'm like, what the fuck are you basing your life around emojis for? This is the bigger problem in the world. Not that there isn't enough female emojis. It's that you're basing your life around fucking emojis. There isn't an emoji, I can't do that.
They also did that for race, which is why they brought out darker-skinned emojis of the same style.
Like, emojis are yellow anyway. Like, nobody's actually yellow. Just yellow is neutral.
Hang on, I thought, isn't that like a... Don't some people try and use that as a racial slur to people from, like, China or something?
Please,
Yes, you do.
fuck off.
I don't care. Yellow reminds me of The Simpsons, and that's it.
I think that's where they get upset, though, because they get related to a character that they are not.
Oh,
but then it's just like, oh, come on, get over
Smiley face.
it.
Yeah, apparently you can't have an emotion unless the emoji is the exact same skin tone. What the fuck, people?
Well, I'm fucked.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty blue.
My lack of representation. My purple hands and my purple tentacles and my green palms. Come on. Help my mixed race out. Help a nigger out. Sorry, help a bligger out.
Bligger. Oh, dear. It's all just wrong. They even had like hashtag National Emoji Day.
Oh, fuck that.
Really? Oh, it's just getting ridiculous.
It's like every day is at least 6 national something
You bloody
days.
well know
Yeah,
one
it
day
has to
we
be
get
like
to the point, right,
or some
where we
shit.
have National Anal Leakage Appreciation Day. National Rectal Prolapse Appreciation Day. Fuck me.
The only one that's any good is the National Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I like that
Well,
one.
no. If we're gonna do the ones you mentioned, Omegon, we gotta have National Pink Sock Day.
There's nothing wrong with pink socks. Right?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
not a
it's
huge
pink
pink
sock.
fan.
I don't think you know about the pink sock I'm talking about.
Okay,
No.
never mind then.
In all this, I have no idea what's being said.
It's for the best.
I'm very innocent.
Oh no, no,
You're better. You're
No,
better.
because now I need to
No,
know.
yeah, exactly. Now I want to know. Explain the pink sock now, damn it.
I need to
Okay.
know.
You can't mention
Good.
stuff and not explain it.
Go Google it. You're better off seeing pictures than
I'm
me
not
to have to try
Googling
to
shit.
explain.
I've learned
Fine,
my
I'm
lesson.
International
I'm
Blue
not-
Waffle Appreciation Day.
Shock.
No, I'm not Googling it. I'm not following through
Appreciate the
anymore.
blue waffle.
It just comes out with a pink sock, though. That's all I'm getting. Wait, hang on. Urban Dictionary, where whilst in anal sex is taking place, the common reverse to create deadly pink sock hang.
What language was that?
Basically, where part of the intestine comes out. It's part of the intestine comes out with the dick. Okay,
Oh.
there's your pink sock. Thank you, Magnus, for mentioning it. Thank you, everyone, for making it properly.
I'm not going to be able to look at anyone straight if they're saying that they're wearing pink socks now. Like, you quite alright.
I think the colour pink's very manly. I got pink socks on right now.
You need to see a doctor then,
These are
don't you?
very, very fresh socks.
You have no idea, like, just the mental image I have of you is hilarious.
I want there to be a national or international Cleveland. No, it should be in Cleveland. Cleveland's own Cleveland Steamer Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Oh, and obviously we would need to have an international 2 Girls 1 Cup Day.
Oh, well, you do realize, Omegon, when they their own hockey team, they had a contest to name the team, and somebody actually did suggest the Cleveland Steamers.
I learned about Cleveland Steamers from Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, I've seen them. They're pretty cool. I think
They're amazing. They're the best band in the world.
Yeah, greatest. They wrote one of the greatest songs in the world.
They're amazing.
Fuck, you're white.
What? I like Sean Paul.
I keep hearing him on the radio, and I'm like, the dude sounds like he might have some kind of autistic tongue. I don't know what's wrong with his voice. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just a thing. It's what they do.
It sounds like he might have an IQ problem, like deficiency.
It's a possibility. Maybe.
Yeah, but you can shake your ass to his music. That's all I care about, really.
Lightweight.
I don't care. I had to go and see people I don't know, and I'm not okay with that.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Pat's
I had to be
nothing wrong with it.
social.
I have
I had
tell me
no
what your
choice.
problem
I had
is.
to be social with people. Ah, dear.
Oh, why do
I don't know.
people do things?
Hmm?
Living life
It
and
means-
doing stuff. Oh.
Yeah, it means going into like public, and that's just a danger for everyone.
Last time I did that, I
Rampant.
bought fish food. That was a lot of effort. I had to get Pleco food.
You have fish?
Where from? I hate fish.
Plecos are cool.
What?
I don't like fish.
Plecos.
Yeah, fish. Pleco.
Okay.
It's got a longer name like Plectoscumus or something. Suckerfish.
Okay.
Is that the way they all have it on like display, and I can never walk past it because I feel like I'm going to be sick?
I have no idea. I just go in and buy the
There's like
algae tablets and leave.
no. No, there's a certain place in town I just can't pass because it just smells disgustingly of fish.
Oh, is that the fishmongers? Yeah, I
Yes.
walk past that Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Sunday, I'm like, oh my god, I can't smell it. It's amazing. The worst day to come is Tuesday because their waste bins are being emptied. Those things are filled with the worst chum scent I've ever smelt in my life. That is the smell, the purest scent of Essex.
That's disgusting.
Damn.
That is what all
But I
Essex
feel like I smell that from them today.
when they have their bins emptied, because they have to have a private company empty them, that is the most rotten fish scent ever.
It's horrible.
It feels like
It's okay though, because the bakery next door to it used to counter that smell, and I used to love going. I always wanted to go in that bakery and get stuff, but I never did. I wish I had because they shut
I
down.
did. Ah, crap.
Yeah.
However, I feel ironic. I go to a fish and chip shop, but I never get fish. I just get the bad sausage.
Last time I went there. Actually, I got fish and chips, and the fish was awesome.
Which
I
one
know
did you
this-
go to?
Sorry.
Carry on, sorry.
Can
No,
you repeat?
carry on.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Which one did you go to?
The one you mentioned the other day.
Oh yeah, because they're the best. I'm too picky. I'll either only go to them or the one in Whitfield.
It sounds like a lot of effort, and that one's only like a 5-minute walk from my house. So
Yeah, literally.
even though my sister, no lie, she will order and get things delivered from like the Chinese down the road, like next door to it. I think 2 doors down from it.
Yeah, literally like a couple of like.
Yeah, you have them deliver to the house. It's just embarrassing. Open the door, and I'm like, nah, this isn't happening. No, fuck.
I would be the same way though. I would generally do that because I'm so lazy.
Oh, you're embarrassing.
Unless I just generally want to go out for a second, then I'll go get it. But most of the time, it's like, nah, I can't be asked.
Go outside, see the sunlight, like, no, not the sun.
Literally.
I like the sunshine. I just like lying in it and doing nothing. Yeah.
But then it
that
doesn't
why
make
you're
sense because
I
then
like lying and reading a book. It's like perfect.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm lazy, but if I really want something, I am that picky that I will go as far as like the edge of Dover to go get my Chinese. I don't like the Chinese's anymore.
Just get mine delivered to my door.
Yeah, I'd rather go out and get it myself.
Nah, that's too much
Yeah,
effort.
because you can walk.
Far too much effort.
I just choose not to.
I've changed the stream name to National Rectal Prolapse Appreciation Stream. And with that, I'm going to end this because I'm getting tired. Yeah.
Damn it.
Fair enough.